Hello and welcome to Pet Pals. I'm Bethany Davidson, the Humane Educator here at Frederick County Animal Control and Pet Adoption Center. And joining me is everyone's favorite pet wrangler, Randy Cooper. And on his lap, he has the beautiful Raquel. She is a 3.5 to 4 month old puppy. We don't really, it says that she was previously owned, but on her relinquishment form it says they found her as a stray, so we don't know that much about her, other than that she's an incredibly sweet little puppy. She is a black and white pit bull mix, and she is one of the many puppies that we have on the adoption floor of late, but she doesn't have any applications right now, so if you're looking for an adorable little project to bring lots of love and kisses into your house, stop by and visit with Raquel. Right now she's about 18 pounds. She's very sweet. She's very easy to manage. She has been known to tear up and destroy a soft toy or two, so that's something that you'll need to keep an eye out on. She is a puppy, so she needs you guys, whoever adopts her, to teach her all of those things: how to walk properly on leash, how not to chew on things and tear up your furniture, how not to be jumpy. She's obviously going to need some house training. And because we want to make sure that her new owners are willing to really take the time to go over all of those things with her, she's going to be adopted out through our puppy process, which means that we'll take up to 4 applications for Raquel, and then we'll do an assessment and figure out what family is going to be best suited for Raquel to make sure that she gets all of the things that she needs, and then she'll be going home with that family. All of our puppies here go home for an adoption fee of $150. And that includes spaying and neutering, rabies vaccinations, microchipping, all of their initial vaccines that they receive here, their dewormers and flea preventatives, county licenses, as well as a free well visit to your vet. So you really can't beat what you get for the price here when you adopt from Frederick County Animal Control. But this is Raquel, and she is a sweet little puppy who's just looking for her forever home. Our next guest is Cupcake. Cupcake is a stray, so we don't know too much about her medical history or her background, but we've learned a lot about her while she's been here. We learned that she is definitely full of energy. She's 1 to 2 years old, so she's got a lot of playful energy in her, but she also really loves to be petted. She's leaning into Randy, enjoying all the lovin's that she's getting from him. She is very friendly. She is easily excited. She's just so full of energy in life. She's a little barky sometimes and jumpy when you approach her kennel. She's fine when she walks past other dogs. She doesn't really have much of a reaction when she's going past the other animals. She's easy to obtain. She is a little difficult to walk in that she pulls and jumps. We've noticed that here. She pulls so hard that she kind of is choking herself a little bit with the leash, so she would benefit from a harness. If you were to adopt Cupcake, that would prevent that sort of coughing and help you keep better control of her when you're out walking with her. As you can see, she's also food motivated, like most dogs are. She could take those treats a little more gently, but she's very relaxed. When you make eye contact with her, she'll just lick your face. She really wants to play. So if you have a lot of time to devote to getting her out and getting her a lot of playtime, Cupcake is going to make a great dog for your family. She might give your kids a run for their money as far as energy and how long they'll be able to last outside playing. So she willingly lets go of objects. She doesn't have any food aggression problems, so that's going to make her a great family dog. But you have to have the time to get her out there, because she, as a terrier mix, she's got a lot of energy, and she needs to be able to go out and get a lot of exercise and playtime. But this is Cupcake, and she is available for adoption at Frederick County Animal Control. The last dog that we have for you today is named Baby, but she is one of our wonderful senior animals that we have available for adoption here at the shelter. November is Adopt a Senior Pet Month, and so we've been trying to celebrate and showcase all of the great senior animals that we have available for you guys to incorporate into your homes. Most of our senior dogs are in the process of being adopted or have already adopted. So we only have one for each day, and that's Baby, and she's been on the show before. She is a 8-year-old pit bull mix, red and white, and she is listed as older children or adult home only, I'm sorry, because she's very shy. It takes her a little time to warm up, get used to new people. She also doesn't really like to have her head touched and things like that, and so sometimes in a home where there's going to be kids don't understand those things, and we want to make sure that Baby's going to a home where she's going to be happy and healthy. She is doing much better since the last time she's been on the show, because she's been here for a while and she's starting to acclimate, so she's a lot less shy. It was even easier for Randy to get her out of her kennel today and bring her out to the ed room, and she was taking treats this time, whereas she didn't really wasn't interested in those types of things. She enjoys going out on her walks with her staff. As you can see, she's looking for some attention from Randy, giving him kisses. She loves to be petted, just not around her head area, and she's very inquisitive. When she's out on her walk, she wants to sniff everything, just typical dog stuff. Keeping in mind, however, when you do adopt an older dog, there are going to be maybe more trips to the vet, just to make sure that they're maintaining their good health. Right now, Baby is a little overweight, so she could do with a diet, but who couldn't if we're all being honest with ourselves. So she's going to make somebody a great dog, maybe for an active couple, or somebody that has maybe a calmer home. She is loves to go on walks and all of that stuff, but she's just a little fearful in new situations, loud noises and things. Even when the door opens here, she kind of is a little startled. So you want to make sure that you're taking all of those things into consideration. But Baby is going to be a wonderful addition to any home, and because it is our National Adopt a Senior Pet Month, and we're doing some promotions for that, she's going to go home for an additional $20 off, in addition to our existing senior pet discounts. So those discounts are an animal that's 5 to 9 goes home for $20 off, and an animal that's 10 and up would go home for $40 off. So since Baby is 8, she would be going home for that $20 off plus the extra $20, so she would be $40 off if you adopted her in the month of November. The last guests we have before we take a quick break are going to be our new guinea pigs. We had all of our guinea pigs adopted out, and then these two arrived. So the one with the curly hair, the long hair, is Peppa, and the one with the silky shorter hair is Tilly. These guys are about a year and a half old. They came to the shelter recently because their owner was moving across the country, and it wasn't going to be a good fit for her and the guinea pigs anymore. So brought them to us to adopt them into new forever homes. We've had a lot of good luck recently adopting our guinea pigs out. So you want to take into consideration, though, when you are adopting small animals like guinea pigs, that they do require a lot of care. It's not something that you can just put them in a cage in your child's room and just, toss some food in there every once in a while. They do have special needs, so you're going to need to do a lot of research to see if that's something that you're willing to commit to. They are, small and convenient, but they do need exercise, just like your dog or your cat would need. And they need time outside of their kennel or their cage environment. So they need to be out, and they need to be interacted with. They need to be handled. They need to be able to run around. When you're thinking about things like their diet, they need hay and they need veggies and things of that nature, but you need to be careful about what you're feeding them, making sure that you're not giving them too many things that are filled with sugar and things of that nature. And you also need to make sure that you're giving them the appropriate sized environment, especially when you have two. These guys came in together, so they live in a cage right now that is appropriately sized for two of them together. You also need to be able to provide your guinea pigs with some sort of little house in there where they can go in. But like these guys, they live together, so the house has to be bigger so that they can both fit in there comfortably. You want to make sure that you're providing them with the correct amount of water and things of that nature. So you want to really do the research. These guys are both females, And guinea pigs are very social animals, and so they like to have a friend, but you want to make sure that you're doing same-sex pairings unless you're getting your guinea pigs spayed and neutered. Otherwise, you'll have lots of little guinea pigs. These guys are not necessarily listed as bonded, but they would enjoy continuing to be friends if you wanted to adopt them together. So these guys are Tilly and Peppa, and they're just the two guinea pigs that we have available for adoption right now. That's going to wrap it up for this half of Pet Pals. Stick with us, and we'll have some adoptable cats for you just in a few minutes.
Hola, bonjour. Thinking about learning a foreign language? How about taking a few business courses online? Or you might just want to relax by flipping through a magazine on your mobile device. Good news! Frederick County Public Library rolled out 3 new great digital tools to help you learn the convenient way. First is Rosetta Stone, the premier language learning program with invaluable tools to help you master any one of 30 languages. Lynda.com offers all kinds of online business and tech courses to take in the comfort of your own home. And these can help you achieve your own personal and professional goals. And Flipster offers 15 popular digital magazines such as People, Time Magazine, that you can read on your mobile device and even download the app, which makes it a super easy and fast way to enjoy these magazines. 3 exciting new digital tools offered to you by Frederick County Public Libraries. They're all free, and you need only your library card to get started. Visit fcpl.org for more.
The Frederick County Sheriff's Office now offers fingerprinting services 3 days per week, from Tuesday through Thursday. Our goal is to make it more convenient for citizens to have fingerprints taken for employment, licenses, permits, and other important issues like adoption and child care services. The Sheriff's Office will continue to accept credit and debit cards, checks, and money orders as payment for fingerprint fees. Cash is not accepted. For more information, contact the Fingerprint Information Line at 301-600-4058.
The most important piece of equipment in your home is your smoke alarm, and it is probably the easiest and cheapest to maintain. Keep your family safe this year with regular smoke alarm checkups. Regularly check the batteries and perform periodic testing. For more information about smoke alarm safety and maintenance, visit the Frederick County Division of Fire and Rescue Services website at frederickcountymd.gov/smoke alarms.
Do you know about the Nature Academy and the Museum Academy for ages 6 and under in Frederick County? At Nature Academy, you can explore the sounds, sights, and smells of nature at the Fountain Rock Park and Nature Center. At the Museum Academy at Rose Hill Manor, you'll have fun with numbers, colors, shapes, letters, and more. You will participate in crafts like painting and stamping, learn sign language in daily songs and play, and have a lot of fun understanding the history of where we live. New this fall is Little Hands Cooking, a cooking series that the little chefs are super excited about. They will be preparing recipes and learning culinary skills, nutrition, and literature. For information on how to register, please call 301-600-2936 or visit recreator.com. Come cook, explore, and craft with us.
And welcome back. Now we've got some great cats that are available for adoption here at Frederick County Animal Control. And first up, we have a repeat guest. This is Shadow. And we're showcasing her today because we are celebrating the fact that she is one of our senior animals. Shadow is a 7-year-old domestic shorthair, black and white. She came to us because her owner was no longer able to care for her. So we're looking to get her into a nice new home where she can spend her golden/retirement years. At 7, she still has a lot of life left in her. She's going to be on somebody's home for quite a while. A lot of people have been coming in and telling me that their cats have lived to be about 20 years old. There's a lot of time that Shadow's going to be around to hang out with your family if you were to take her home. She was a little shy when she first came in. She's adjusting to her new environment in the shelter here. She is one of our longest residents. She came to us in early September. So now that she's been here a while, she feels a little more comfortable. She's doing more of the coming to the front of her cage and asking for attention, not so much hiding in the back. But she is very friendly and very sweet. Her previous owner noted that she could be shy, but that she was also very independent. Right now we have her color-coded as an orange cat, which means that she is just an average cat. She likes to do things on her own terms when and where she pleases. So, she's kind of happy to be sitting on Randy's lap, but at the same time she's looking around to see what she can get into and explore. She would be probably all too happy if we were to let her jump down on the floor and she could run around in this big room and see what's going on. But she is, as a senior, going to be going home for that extra $20 off during the month of November. And, she is one of our longtime residents, and we would just love to see Shadow in a new home for the holidays. And she is a beautiful girl, and she's definitely deserving of that new loving home. How you doing? How you doing, Shadow? This is Belle, and she's a recent addition to the adoption floor here at the shelter. She's a 3 to 4-year-old cream tabby, and she was previously owned, but the owner declined to fill out a profile, so we don't know a lot about her. She seems to enjoy being a bit of a lap cat. She's very petite. She's a beautiful cat. She kind of enjoys hanging out in her bed. During the day, she kind of chills out and kind of hangs out in there, but she does come to the front of her cage and she enjoys being petted. She was pretty easy to handle to get her into her cage to come out on the show today, but when she first arrived in the shelter, she was a little shy, so you need to take those things into consideration. So when they come into the shelter, if it takes them a while to adjust, then it's going to take them maybe a little longer to adjust in your home as well. You want to make sure that you're giving your cats the appropriate time and not just throwing them in to your whole home. It can be a little overwhelming. When we send our animals home, especially our cats, we do recommend that you isolate them in one particular room for about 10 days. And that's for a lot of reasons. It helps to prevent the spread of illness. So that you can see if they have anything that we haven't caught yet, anything that they've been asymptomatic about before introducing them to other animals. It also helps them heal from surgery if you're going home with an animal that's recently been spayed or neutered. And it also gives them that time to adjust to your home in a smaller space before letting them have full run of your house. They get used to the smells of your home, different animals, they get used to the sounds that your family makes, things that they might not have ever experienced before. And then it lets them bond with you in a way that there's not a lot of places to hide, so you can easily obtain them and you can pet them and play with them like Randy's doing with Belle right now. And then when you do let them out into the rest of your house, they want to come and they want to be with you. They don't just want to run and hide because they're scared. So there's a lot of good reasons to do that isolation, but it really is helpful for the animals that are shy, like Belle could possibly be when she goes to her new home. She's going to make someone a wonderful pet, like all of our pets. She's not quite a senior yet, but we do have a lot of kittens right now, so sometimes the adults get overlooked, so that's why we wanted to showcase a lot of adult cats today. So stop by and see if we have anything that's going to be the perfect match for your family. This next guy is one of my favorites. This is Simba, and I feel like that name's pretty fitting for him. He's got that nice medium hair coat. He definitely has that lion look to him, but he is very sweet. And he can be a little shy at first. When he first came into the shelter, he needed a little bit time to adjust. We did note take things slow with Simba, but as he's getting adjusted and he's learning which volunteers are, spending most of their time here interacting with him. He loves attention. He will come up to the front of his cage and he will just sit there and let you pet him for as long as you're willing to do so, kind of like he's doing right now. He's definitely a lap cat if you're looking for a lap cat. He is perfectly content doing this. He's perfectly content if you sit next to him and do this, but this is just what he likes to do. He is a 3 to 4 year old orange tabby, domestic medium hair. He's very friendly, very calm. He's going to be good for a home, maybe for an older person who just wants a quiet companion, who's not going to be necessarily running around doing all kinds of crazy kitten stuff. And that's the great thing about when you're getting adult cats. Their personalities are set, and you know what you're going to get when you take them home. So, you know, when you're getting a kitten, their personalities are constantly changing. They're a lot of work to get them to be well behaved. And, you know, you might want to sleep at night, and kittens don't always offer you that opportunity. But older cats, like Simba here, you know what you're getting, and he's just going to relax, and he doesn't necessarily make a lot of noise here in the shelter, so he's going to be a good fit for any family. But if you're looking for somebody that's going to be quiet and just kind of cuddle with you at the end of the day, then he's going to be an excellent choice. He has had a lot of attention, but nothing's just really come to fruition. So he's been here since the end of September. It's not our longest resident, but he's been here quite a while, and he too would love to spend the holidays in a nice family environment, maybe keeping you warm when it gets colder, these colder winter and fall evenings. So please stop by and visit with Simba. These are our last guests today. These are kittens, Ramona, who's over there with Randy, and Rosalind, who's over here with me. And they have been here for quite some time now, and we don't want to see these guys growing up here in the shelter. We want them to spend their childhoods playing in a happy home, so we're going to see if we can help them find a loving home today. They are about 4.5 to 5 months old now. They did have a sister named Rihanna who was adopted. Unfortunately, these guys got kitty colds, and so they were back in the back recovering from that, and so they missed out on the rush of kittens that came in when they were all 3 months old, and now they're a little bigger, and we have a bunch of other smaller kittens, and so people have kind of missed out on them. But they are still definitely stereotypical kittens who love to play, who are rambunctious a little bit, and they love to cuddle together. So they might be a little bigger, but they're still just as cute and just as kitten-like as those smaller 3-month-old kittens that you see here in the shelter. They are not necessarily bonded, but they do love to spend time with each other. So they love to cuddle together and take their little cat naps. So if you're thinking about getting 2 kittens, these 2 would be a great match for you. 2 kittens is a great thing to do because kittens have a lot of energy and they like to play. And when you get 2, then they can play together. And you don't have to worry about them being lonely when you're at school or work. So they have somebody to spend time with. Makes it a little easier because when young animals don't have anything to keep their attention and they're bored, they'll find something to do, and sometimes that means making messes, whether it means that they're going to take all the toilet paper off the roll or they're going to chew on the couch, any of those types of things. So when you get 2, then they can just play and roughhouse together, and you don't necessarily have to worry about as many messes. As I mentioned, these guys have been here for quite some time, so they will soon hopefully be new residents to the Kitty Cabana, which is available for people to go in and visit with our animals. Right now, Scotty is in there, and these 2 hope to join them soon, but maybe they'll luck out and they'll be adopted before that happens. But definitely stop by and see Ramona and Rosalind. So these are the last guys that we had on the show today. They're just a sampling of the many animals that are available for adoption here at Frederick County Animal Control and Pet Adoption Center. So please do stop by and visit and see if there's the right addition for your family available for adoption here today.